Alyssa here from Skin Sense Studio. We have Mother's Day coming up here soon in about a week and a half. And unfortunately, it looks like we are still in this stay-at-home order, whatever, I don't know, these things keep changing. I can't keep up with it. But all I know is that our salons and spas are not able to open yet. It's super disappointing for myself and everyone. But there's no reason that you can't pamper yourself and do some good self-care for yourself at home. So I've put together some kits for Mother's Day so that you can do a facial on yourself, or you can have your daughter, loved one, sister, friends. Y'all can do facials on each other and just make it fun. So I thought it would be good to put a video together. I'm gonna go through the steps of the facial and kind of just give you a visual so that you can perform this facial at home yourself. All right, we're back and I'm here with my lovely mom. We're gonna be doing her Mother's Day facial today so that I can go through the steps and you'll be able to see how everything is done. So first, before we get started, I'm gonna wrap her hair up so that we don't get anything in her hair. If you don't have any type of headband or anything at home, you can use a towel, and we're just gonna wrap it around, and I use a little bobby pin to secure it. Do you have any makeup on right now?
Oh, it's probably worn off, but
Just
I did
a
put
little
some
bit.
on this morning, yes.
Okay. So if you're having your daughter or someone do this facial on you, or you're doing this facial for someone else, if they have some makeup on, you'll probably want to go ahead and cleanse their skin twice so that you can make sure you remove any makeup and then do a good deep cleanse on the skin. So we're gonna start with our cleanser. It's gonna come in a little jar like this. There's a good amount of product in here, even if it may not look like it. So there's some sticks also so that you can dispense your product without contaminating it. And you just need about this much to do your cleanse. So maybe like a large pea size. So I'm gonna take the cleanser and we're actually gonna apply this to the skin dry. These particular cleanses work best by applying them to dry skin first so that it can adhere with anything on the skin, any makeup, dirt, oils, and then we'll add a little bit of water and keep cleansing. So I have a little bowl of warm water back here. So you're gonna need some water to use throughout the treatment. So you can be near a sink, or you can have just a small bowl of water to use. And you may need to change that out a couple times during the treatment. So I'm just gently massaging. Any kind of just little gentle kind of stroking movements are good. And we just want to massage to cleanse and remove that makeup. These gloves are way too big because they didn't have any small gloves in stock. So I'm wearing these giant gloves, but we're just making it work. Hopefully all of that stuff starts to come back in stock soon for everybody that needs them. So I have some cleansing pads here that I'm going to use to remove the cleanser. You probably don't have anything like this at home, so you can use like the little round cotton pads. I've used like the little baby washcloths before. Anything like that will work just to remove the product from the skin. So I'm gonna get a little bit more cleanser, and we're just going to cleanse the skin a second time so that we can really deep clean the pores and prepare it for the rest of the treatment. Because of course, before you do any exfoliating or any mask treatments, you want the skin to be nice and clean. I've included some little silicone cleansing pads, kind of similar to this. They're a little bit smaller, but they do the same job. So you can use this during your cleanse just to really deep clean, and it feels really nice. So I just wet this with a little bit of water, and then I'm just gonna go over and massage the skin. These are really handy just to help give you a good deep cleanse without over exfoliating the skin. They're not too harsh like some facial brushes can be. And they're reusable, so you can just wash them in warm soapy water and let them dry, and then just keep them in a dry place before you use it again next time. So you can do your cleanse, you know, and it's maybe gonna last anywhere from a couple minutes to 5 minutes. You can draw it out more for some more relaxation. Okay, so I've rinsed my cleansing pads, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the cleanser again. Just want to make sure to get around the creases of the nose and gently around the eyes if they have any eye makeup on. You want to remove that. In this cleanser, you actually can use around the eyes to safely remove any eye makeup. If it's waterproof, you may need something a little stronger, but if it's just regular eye makeup, then you can focus on cleansing around the eyes and use that. So next is going to be our exfoliating step. We're using a cherry enzyme mask. The enzymes gently dissolve and digest any dead skin cells. It has some really good brightening ingredients in there. So I'm gonna take about a quarter size of this. There's enough in your kit to do, again, like 2 to 3 treatments, so you don't need to use the whole jar. All we need is to apply a thin layer. So I'm just gonna spread this between my fingers and just gently apply a thin layer. Depending on the sensitivity of the skin, this may feel a little tingly. It might be mild. It could be a little bit more intense, depending on how sensitive the skin is. How is it feeling for you so far?
It feels real good.
Okay. Do you feel any tingly or anything?
Just a little bit.
Okay. So you always want to keep an eye on that if you're doing the treatment yourself. If it feels mild to moderate, mild, I would say you could leave it on for the full 10 minutes. If it's moderately tingly, maybe go for like 5 to 7 minutes. If it feels more intense to you, then you probably don't want to leave this on very long, and maybe just do like 1 to 3 minutes, just depending on how it's feeling for you. So I've got a nice thin layer on there. I'm just gonna kind of gently massage a little bit. So a lot of people associate scrubbing with exfoliating, and you don't always need to physically be scrubbing the skin to get a good exfoliation. Using the enzymes is a really great, more natural way of exfoliating the skin and doing it in a gentle manner so that it's not affecting any of the healthy tissue. It's just focusing on those dead skin cells. And sometimes with actual scrubs, it's easy to get really over aggressive and you can harm your skin that way. So like I said, you can do a little massage, make this nice and relaxing, even if you're doing it on yourself. I think sometimes we don't take the time to pamper ourselves, and so it's great to do just a little bit of facial massage on yourself. Just take an extra few minutes. You can also do a little scalp massage during this time. You can remove the towel and do it, or you can do it over the towel. But this is something really easy to do if you like scalp massage, or if whoever you're performing on the treatment on likes scalp massage.
Well, I definitely love it.
Just a little bit of gentle, just kind of squeezing with the fingers. I'm a big massage fan, and so I'm always trying to pick up on little things that they do when I get a massage. So it's easy to learn some little tricks that you can do at home. All right, we're gonna go ahead and remove her enzyme mask. So I'm gonna be using a towel. You can just use any kind of clean hand towel that you have at home. And I'm just gonna fold this and roll it up and put it in some hot water. You want the water pretty hot, but not hot enough that it's uncomfortable to put your hands in. Then I'm gonna unfold it, it's long ways. I'm gonna place it down by the chin, and then we're just gonna kind of wrap it around the face. You can gently press a little bit. And then we're just gonna take the towel and wipe the mask off thoroughly. Make sure you go around the neck, this little area around the nose where sometimes product gets left over. Our next step is going to be our chocolate hydrating mask. This has lots of nice nourishing, moisturizing ingredients in it. So always after exfoliating, we really want to give back to the skin so that it's able to renew and regenerate.
It smells really good too.
So again, I'm just massaging in a nice thin layer. You don't need a thick layer of this mask to do its job. Sometimes I'll massage when I do cream masks like this to the point of where they're almost completely massaged into the skin. So this mask doesn't harden. It's gonna stay kind of soft and creamy, and so you can just massage a little bit. So we're really working it into the skin, and then of course we get the relaxation benefit from that as well. Okay, just me over here losing my mind. Had to find my jade roller. So I've included some mini jade rollers in the kits. They look similar to this. These have become really popular over the past year or two. I like to put them in the freezer for a couple hours before I use them, or you can leave it in the freezer and then get it out when you're ready for it, but it's gonna feel nice and cooling on the skin. It helps the products to absorb better. We're getting some blood circulation stimulated from this. So you're just gonna take out your roller. This is good to do over any kind of mask like this or any serums. And we're just gonna be rolling and kind of going in an upward and outward motion like that.
That feels fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So when you're done using this, you just want to wash it in warm soapy water, dry it off, keep it in a nice clean place and ready to use next time. You can use this, I don't think you can overuse this, so if you wanted to use this every day when you're applying your serums or after your moisturizers, it's totally fine to do that. Or it can be a special treat that you do for yourself a couple times a week. This particular treatment can be performed about every 1 to 2 weeks. It's a pretty good, thorough exfoliation, so I wouldn't do it more than once a week. But I do recommend doing some regular exfoliating on your skin 1 to 2 times a week with the correct products. So if you are doing a little mini facial on yourself at home 1 to 2 times a week, then this is it's a good tool to use, along with, we have the cupping kits that are good to use a couple times a week, the Gua Sha massage tools. You can use those a few times a week and maybe just kind of pick and choose with your treatments which one you feel like using that day. So there's different kinds of jade tools, jade rollers. The one that I have included is just a little mini one to kind of get you started with it. This one, it has 2 different ends to it, so it has a smaller side. So you can use this around the eyes, get a little bit closer to the eye area. So if you like the jade roller, you use it, and you feel like it's something that you want to use often, you can always invest in a better one. But for the purpose of the kits, I just included a mini one just as like a fun treat for you to use with your facial. All right, so I'm gonna take a clean towel. This is a different towel from the one that I used before, so you wanna have a couple on hand. Or if you're doing the treatment on yourself, you can always just use a washcloth and remove it like that. But we're gonna go ahead and remove the mask. And you can draw this out. I think our treatment, just for the sake of the video, is gonna be around 25 minutes in total. But you can slow this down a little bit and do some other steps during the masks and massage, maybe like an arm and hand massage if you're doing this treatment on your mom at home. Massage their shoulders, because the chocolate mask can be left on for like a good 15 minutes or more. So it's a good time to do a little bit of a relaxing massage. All right, so we've got the mask removed now, and we're gonna move on to some serum and moisturizer. So the serum that I've included with this kit is a hyaluronic acid serum. It's really great for promoting hydration in the skin. It helps the skin to retain moisture, helps to plump up those skin cells and help with collagen production. It's a really great serum for all skin types. And just a tiny bit is needed, so you'll have plenty to do your other treatments and then maybe just to use in your daily routine for a couple days. I'm gonna take a little bit of moisturizer out of the jar. Just a little bit, like a pea size is good. And just spread that over the skin. Just massaging it in to the skin. And then we're going to take a tiny bit of eye serum and just kind of pat that around the eyes, up on the brow bone, and then right underneath the eyes. You don't want to get too close as to not get it in the eyes, but just close enough. So you do want to avoid the eye area in the treatment during the enzyme mask step. You wouldn't want to get that in the eyes, so you can stay, you know, maybe about a ½ an inch away from the eyes with that mask. The chocolate mask can go somewhat close up, but you still don't want to get it too close that you would get it in the eyes. But the cleanser and the eye serum can both be used around the eye area. All right, that is it. I like to do a little bit of scalp massage again at the end of the treatment. Everybody's always really sad when it's over, so it's like one last little treat. But I put detailed instructions in with the kit, so it goes over all of these steps. But if you have any questions or anything, you can always text me or call me, email me, message me on Facebook and Instagram. I don't check those as often, but I do have that available as well. All right, well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this video, and I hope you get to do some fun facials on your mom or that special mom in your life, and I hope everyone has a happy Mother's Day.